live. Let's turn this down a little bit. All right, so let's see. Nobody else in here. That seems to be a very common theme for my videos. Saw Teresa Buchanan stopped in. Sorry, I'm still getting over my little bit of my lower respiratory infection that I had going on. So anybody that's here so far, go ahead, drop that you're here. Let me know. Give me a 5x5. I guess that's what everybody else does. Wow, looking a little pale. So yeah, I've been hacking up lots of phlegm the last few weeks. Had a lower respiratory infection. Actually, when I did my last live, I think I was just starting to get it, or I was just starting to really hit the big part of it. So anybody else out there that's been having issues with lower respiratory infections, it's going around. I know a lot of people that have it currently, so just go to a doctor as soon as you can, get it checked out, give you some antibiotics to knock it out. Drinking my Gatorade. So let's see, one person in here. It is somebody other than my channel here that I actually am watching myself live with. Go ahead, let me know. Hey Joe Morgan, good to see you. Got 4 so far. That's pretty good. That's more than normal for me. PAEMT. Hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a little while. Center County. All right, a little further north. PAEMT. I was just gonna say. I was gonna cover later on about how the other week I met up with some other preparedness-minded folks. I would consider them more in the mindset of homesteading and herbal medicine, stuff like that, the main core group. But yeah, it's definitely, it might be central Pennsylvania, might be part of it for you. 380 Scout here. And also fighting some type of cold and wants to hang on. Well, 3AD, I don't know. A lot of people, the reason I knew right away what I had was from being an EMT. As soon as it hit me, I realized it was in my chest. So if you have something down in your chest, you have a lot of mucus, hacking up a lot of phlegm, stuff like that, just go to the doctor as soon as you can. Call, let them know what you got. They'll probably get you a prescription for some antibiotics and knock that right out, because that's what I had to do. If you guys are hearing me okay and my video's coming in clear, please give me a 5x5 or just simply let me know that it looks okay. I mean, from the lighting I have going on, I'm definitely looking a little pale, but I'm attributing that to basically hacking up my lungs for the last 2 weeks. I have a nasty hack, but it's from that nasty pipe tobacco. Yeah, well, you know, that'll get you. That'll definitely have you hacking some stuff up. Mine was just simply, I think it's a combination. I was working night shift, changing the seasons, and also I've been, well, I didn't realize it was the wrong thing to do as far as physical fitness. I've been running every day, and I've been trying to go as far and as long and as hard as I can. And apparently you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do some interval training and give yourself rest days and stuff like that. So I've learned my lesson. And yeah, I'm definitely trying to critique my routine a little bit. So if this is too loud in the background, please let me know. It's just the music I have going on. So only 2 other people in here, I guess. It's probably me and Joe Morgan. But yeah, so another thing I definitely wanted to try to do this video, I've been watching a few creator type, let me see. So I gotta go already, dinner time, and no phone at the table allowed. No, hey, if you have one of those families that sits down and enjoys dinner together, there's nothing better than that. So definitely enjoy your dinner. Hopefully it's good. You know, let me know what you have, because I'm in a calorie deficit, so I've been bugging people every chance I get what they're eating. So enjoy. Oh, Okay. So, just gonna talk like I have 100 viewers because I'm not gonna waste time going through all this stuff without any reason for it. So, I know last time I talked about trying to get out the Appalachian Trail. Obviously, with lower respiratory infection, that did not happen. Got the bike. They sent me a brand new rim. It was the first one I got. It was bent. So I got a brand new rim for the bicycle for free. I mean, honestly, I would have to pay for a new rim. The bike only costs like 200 bucks. It's a nice bike for 200 bucks. It's not a Huffy, but yeah, I definitely didn't want to have to pay for a brand new rim. So I'm very grateful that they sent me a brand new one. I put it on myself. Got the brakes all fixed up. Just got to pump up the tires. Roadkill Cafe here, Venison. Ooh, that sounds good. Did you actually scoop it off the road? Listening while shopping. All right, Teresa. Hopefully you're shopping somewhere good. If you're shopping for anything cool, go ahead, let me know. If you're shopping for any prepping or preparedness type things, go ahead, drop it. Let us know what you got going on. But yeah, something that I definitely wanted to cover. First of all, thank you guys for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I'm on my way to 200 subscribers. I probably will hit it either around the new year or a little bit before that, hopefully. I think I'm at like 180 something, so I don't have too much further to go. But also, I do want to apologize for the voice. Obviously, I don't sound too great. I don't look too great. But I took some antibiotics, so I'm getting whatever's in my system out. It's just lingering. That seems to be the common theme with this lower respiratory infection. I also got the shirt. I know I said last time that I was going to be doing a 5K. I did it with this lower respiratory infection, and my time was not great, but I'll tell you what, it was fun. It was actually, I found out it was going to be the last one that they're doing for the Hero Run, but I definitely enjoyed it. They even had a photo booth here, so the burger is actually a little bit of a joke I had with my wife. One time I was joking about how I run like a herd of turtles that are stuck in peanut butter. And she jokingly said, "Oh, you run like the wind." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And she goes, "If the wind ate 300 cheeseburgers." And my wife, I did not expect that kind of wit from her. She definitely caught me off guard with that. So, and don't worry, this is just Gatorade. Just mixing it up here so I can get a little hydrated before I get less hydrated. But yeah, I definitely have been looking at some of my old content over the last year. I have some plans for 2024 as far as content goes. I've seen a lot of creators doing a lot of really cool things, and something that in a year's time, learning what I've learned, a lot of people sort of get lucky and they'll have a couple thousand subscribers all of a sudden, and I'm not that lucky. I don't really do this for the viewers. I mean, I do it for you. I don't do it for the view count, but I'm definitely doing it for the people that take the time to subscribe. If there's anything any of my subscribers ever want to know, I definitely answer them as quickly as I can, because being a smaller channel, I can do that kind of stuff. I know I said I wanted to build an IFAC coming up, so if that's something you're interested in, please drop me a message or just write a comment. Let me know what you're looking for as far as an IFAC. If you're looking for a family IFAC, or you're looking for something that you can throw in your car, maybe you go hiking, maybe say that you know a little bit more medical stuff and you're sort of curious what would actually be effective, just go ahead, let me know, and I can try to help you out with that. But yeah, so 2 people in here. I'm guessing it's just me and you, Teresa, watching over here on my computer. just to make sure that it's actually clear. But yeah, let's see what we got on the agenda today. One of the things that I really wanted to talk about. Hey, XNYC Prepper. Hey, welcome. Thank you very much for stopping in. So, one of the things I definitely wanted to talk about, I had it on my list for a while. I actually wanted to do more specific videos on it, but there's a book called Verbal Judo, and essentially it is talking about using somebody else's language and how they talk in a conversation to benefit both of you in a way that you're essentially taking the conversation, molding it around them. It's sort of like, I guess you could say, verbal karate. It would be more of an argument, whereas verbal judo would be flowing in the conversation with the other person and actively listening. Wow, okay, I got a big bump there. Actively listening and basically going through the conversation in a way that it doesn't feel like an argument. You're both getting your points across. And what is the actual meaning of judo is, I think it's the gentle way. Basically, that's exactly what you want a conversation with somebody to seem like, even if you are disagreeing with them. I can't tell you how many times I will be engaged in a conversation with somebody and you know they start to get angry and excited, and you really need to keep the same level, because if you escalate with them, then they might see your aggression. They might not think that they've escalated in the conversation, and they'll get more emotional, and that's when you start to break down communication, because it's a two-way street. You shouldn't just be telling somebody your view. You need to be taking in what they're saying and basically basically talking with them, not to them. So another great example from that book, one of the best examples from the book that I can give anybody, is when you actually actively listen to somebody and you have a conversation with them and they realize you're listening. They have a sigh. It's a tell in a way, but basically you can be talking with somebody, and when they feel as though they're actually being heard, there's some sort of I guess the best way to put it is a release. It might be them sighing, or their body, their shoulders slumping, like such a relief that you finally understand what I'm talking about. And you know, that cue is really how you can that's how you can tell that you're getting through to somebody, and they're actually they're actively going to start listening to you because they feel vested in the conversation. See a lot of burgers going on. Okay, surprised nobody threw up a taco or anything like that, you know, or I don't know what other food emojis are up there. I know normally Mad Chad you throw up a taco and then I get hungry for Taco Bell. But yeah, so I highly recommend the book Verbal Judo. It's not necessarily a prepping or preparedness type book, but at the same time, if you're interacting with people all day long, it sort of is a beneficial book to life. Whether that's interacting with somebody who's lying or somebody that is just argumentative with you. And again, there is no 100% pure way. Hey, FPeer. Also, hey, Mad Shad. Hey, XNYC Prep, or anybody else that I didn't get to say hey to. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Just talking a little bit about verbal judo. Not in depth. I'm not an expert. Self-defense is prepping and survival. Yes. And verbal judo is essentially a non-physical way of self-defense. They teach verbal judo to a lot of police departments, or some form of it, some variation of it. And really that's important, because not only is your voice, it gives you distance, but it also means that you're not connected with the person. If you're already wrapped up with somebody, it's time for physical judo, not verbal judo. And that's something different, where you have to take control But yeah, it's all basically gently guiding the conversation, or I guess physical judo. It's gentle till it's not, but yeah. So let's see what else has transpired since our last live. It's also a form of deception until they try to attack and you react. Well, me personally, I don't see verbal judo at least. I don't see it as a form of deception. I see it as a form of a higher standard of conversation, or not a deception. I would say it's more of a deflection. No, not even a deflection. Basically, it's a preventative action. Got your OC spray updated recently. Add a little spice to one's life when necessary. I used to joke and say that OC spray is just people seasoning. It's also rice seasoning if you have some friends on the block that are a little bit of a-holes, but I'm starving. Looks great. So, back to verbal judo. So, verbal judo. I use verbal judo even in my marriage. That's why I say it's not deception. In the eyes of a predator, you are avoiding him, and that would be a deception because you will defend. Well, with judo is not about avoidance. Judo is about confrontation, but in a way that you are not putting yourself at risk. Hey KP Heathen, hey, how's it going? I think normally you're right at the beginning, but it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I know I saw that somebody else has a live going on at 6 o'clock as well, so I'm probably competing with them a little bit. Oh, if anybody in here wants to be a moderator, please let me know. I see KP Heathen is. I think I figured out how to do it on here. If not, I know how to do it on my computer. So if you want to be a moderator, please let me know. Make you a moderator. I don't really know what that does other than gives you the ability to kick people off or put them on timeout. But yeah, go ahead, let me know. I'd be more than happy, because that's one thing I don't think I have enough of. Hate to leave the party, however, work calls, headed out on the road. All right, stay safe out there, PAEMT. I get that most of the time that I, excuse me, most of the time that I'm watching other people, especially Vision, is when I'm at work, so. F here, that's up to you. I mean, I don't really know. Honestly, I think the only person that has me as a moderator is going to be Mad Shad. I think he might be the only person that has me. I think he saw me pop in one day and he was like, well, that's a new name, and just made me a moderator, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing with that title. I appreciate it, but I don't really know what moderators do as far as the YouTube stuff goes. I guess if somebody in here says something really bad and I can't get to it in time, I guess that would be where you guys sort of jump in and try to get it knocked out of there before. Let me see. Add as a moderator. Manage, standard, blocked. So manage block words and change chat modes. All right, we'll do that one. I don't know what that does. All right, you're a moderator, F here. Welcome. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Preparedness Moderator Club. And time out and kick them out of chat. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically like having some people in the community policing, making sure that nobody says anything too nasty in here, and I appreciate that. Teresa, all right, I'll make you one too. Bodyguard backup. Yeah. All right, let's see. Add a moderator. All right, now I think I have a total of 3 moderators. I appreciate the help, guys. So, back to verbal judo. Sorry. Still hacking up whatever I got in my lungs. Basically, yeah, I use verbal judo even in my marriage. because it's not a technique. It's not a judo as the way that people think of it. A lot of them think of it as a fighting style, like kung fu. I know Matt Chad just said, I think he said verbal kung fu. Let me double check here. But essentially, I mean, master at verbal kung fu. Yes, there is actually an example in the book called Verbal Judo that says about verbal kung fu, verbal karate, which basically is an argument. Oh yeah, KP. Basically, I don't use verbal judo as a way to argue. I use it as a way to get through a conversation the best I can and make sure that it doesn't devolve. Basically, you're always trying to put yourself in a better position in the conversation. And that doesn't mean you're trying to beat the person. You're just trying to get the advantage. And what I mean by that is, you might be the one learning something, or you might be the one inspiring or teaching somebody. I've literally stopped somebody mid-conversation and said, just so you know, my lack of speaking isn't me not taking an interest or not having anything to say. My lack of speaking is respect to you, listening to all of your points, and I said I will do my very best to come back to them if you'd like me to. And I don't think I've heard anybody get so choked up over a simple conversation where they were like, oh, that's what you mean. Okay, like, I just thought that you were like glazed over. I was like, no, I'm listening. I just wanted you to know, and I want you to know I'm actively listening to you. And a lot of people listen to respond. And that's not what verbal judo is about. It is listening to understand. Let me see. Feel free to add or take away to it, Mad Shad. All right, when I'm quiet, that's when you know you are in trouble. See, I'm one of those people, I don't give anybody my cues. I always like to say, I don't let anybody see my hand until I'm ready to play. Sort of like one of the greatest examples I can use is concealed carry. I don't like the idea of open carrying. Now, granted, I would, but I like the idea of concealed carrying for the reason that if you have that shown, people will pick you out first as a target if they're smart enough. They'll look and they'll be like, oh, okay, I have to deal with that before I can get my goal, my object. That's really where it's at. So sort of like in verbal judo, you don't want to show that you're being emotional. You don't want to show that the topic is, you also might not want to show your side even. If you're talking to somebody, a lot of times I like to be the devil's advocate, even if I agree with the person, even if I agree with the person, a lot of times I will try my best to give them a new perspective on things. And at the end, sometimes they'll even say to me like, oh, is that what you wanted to hear? Is that I agree with you? I'm like, no, I want to hear your honest opinion. Stuart. Lots of burgers in here. Let's see. Stuart's prepping. I think that might be the first time I've seen you in here. If not, let me know. Welcome to Pennsylvania Preparedness for my 4 viewers. Make sure before you guys head out, you hit the like button. Lower channel here. I'm going to be on for a little while yet. Probably at least a half hour, so stay tuned. Just going to wet my whistle here real quick. Gatorade. Because this is not Gatorade. This is something else. And I won't let you know what that is. But, let's see. What's weird? It says he'd be in mine also. Did he? I didn't see him say it. Let's see. Excuse me. I keep coughing. That's still a little bit of the lower respiratory infection working its way up. Let's see. Moderator is your bodyguard. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. Must have missed it. KP, that stuff meatloaf. Yeah. All right. Add as moderator. Yes. See? Well, I think last week I don't think I would have been able to figure that out, but I'm figuring it out this time, I'll tell you. Excuse me. Still getting over it. I know I've been hacking up a lot of stuff, so I know it's working. Let's see. All right. So what did I go over so far? I went over vertical judo. That was honestly the main topic I wanted to talk about today. I also said, I'm actually wearing the shirt from the 5K I did the other day. I guess it was actually like a week ago now. It was the last one that they were doing. Went to a great cause. A local police department has been raising money to get a canine over the last 10 years. They started out by getting their very first one, and they were able to build on. Now they have 4 canines. I think the last one they gave the honorary name of Soul because of there is a local World War II, no, not World War II, Civil War cemetery where there are a lot of actual slaves that were buried, and it goes to, let me see, who named it? Basically, I don't want to say curator, whoever takes care of the cemetery and deals with the historical facts for it. They are the one that actually named the new canine Soul. I don't know how they came to intertwine with them, but yeah. Ray Rex, you wouldn't be a very good canine though. I don't know if you guys can see the snout. Mr. Rex is here to say hi. You want to say hi? We'll see. Oh, want to say hi? No, okay. All right, now we got to figure this back out. All right, that was Rex. He's a good boy when he's sleeping. What? Okay. A better name for him would have been Shadow, because I swear this dog never leaves my side, which isn't always a great thing when you're trying to go to the bathroom in the morning. So, yeah, I got to do the 5K. Pretty funny. They had let me see how that'll work. Not a real cheeseburger, but yeah, it was definitely fun. I enjoy doing 5Ks because it gets you out doing something other than running around the neighborhood, and you get to see other people. I was keeping pace with a couple people, and when we got to the end, I was giving them encouragement. A few of them were like, right near the end, they all started dropping off. I was like, what are you doing? Like, we all stuck together this whole time. We got to keep going. Like, we're all almost there. The whole time I'm hacking because I got lower respiratory infection, spitting up mucus. That might have been why they dropped back, but no, it's not. A lot of them finished with me. It was really cool. There was a lot of first responders there, EMTs, fire department. Some of the firefighters from the local fire department were wearing their full turnout gear, which I did a couple years back. I did the Stevens Tunnels to Towers, and I did that in my full turnout gear. Phone is a 5%, gotta go. All right, Teresa, well, thanks for stopping in. All right, yeah, I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, and thanks for being one of my moderators. But yeah, so let's see. What do you think, Rex? What did we talk about so far? 5K. Right on pen. Thank you. Yeah. And that's another thing. I used to run a lot. I used to run every day, like 2 miles or so, way back when I was like 21, 22, 23. And one of the things when you're that young is you can go out the night prior and then go running the next day and you feel fine. You do good with your time. You don't really notice. But I'll tell you what, now that I'm older, I'm in my 30s, going for a run, I've noticed that I don't necessarily have great times the next day, or if I run 2 miles every single day, my body doesn't have a chance to recuperate and my time doesn't improve, so it's sort of pointless. So that's been something that I've been trying to do better at. I have a running program now, doing push-ups every day. I believe last time, yeah. Okay. So I did talk about it last time. Got my IFAC pouch. I'm going to be building one coming up. So yeah, I guess that means I would have went to the gun show last time, the firearm show, and I would have talked about that. So what else has happened since then? I know I said I got the bicycle rim. What else? Just really getting over this lower respiratory infection. Life is very different after 30 for sure. Recovery time is real. Yeah, I never really took into account rest days. When I started my fitness journey, which I'm down like 30 pounds right now, when I got into this, I didn't take time for rest days. I was just going every day, running every day, doing whatever I had to do. Because I have such a time constraint to get to my goal that I was just like, I gotta keep going. I can't stop for anything. And as much as, it was good to stay in that routine, I realized I wasn't getting any better doing that. So that's definitely something that I had to take a look at. And so far, I'm improving. I just doing it slowly. So, chocolate milk, the best recovery drink for me. No cramps later. Well, I drink almond milk, but I don't know. I haven't had chocolate milk, like regular chocolate milk, in years. 51, I cough the wrong way. I pull a back muscle. Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, coughing as much as I have been, getting all this mucus to come up, I thought I cracked a rib one night. I coughed so hard in the middle of the night, I sat up and I felt a pop. I'm guessing it was probably a muscle that shifted, but yeah, I thought I cracked a rib from coughing, and it was pretty gnarly. I definitely felt it for a while. Still do feel it, but it doesn't feel like the last few times I cracked ribs. So thank goodness for that. So with 5 people in here, is there anything anybody would like to talk about? Anything, any events going on? Anything people have been talking about? Any topics at all? I know a lot of the other channels, they have people going back and forth, or they can pick from the audience. Hey, Mad Shad, today is Missy's birthday. Missy. Let's see. I know I have been neglecting the chat a little bit here. Well, yeah, of course you guys saw that I missed I missed XNYC Prepper's comment that he wanted to be a moderator. Oh, your wife. Okay, awesome. Well, let her know Pennsylvania Preparedness says happy birthday. Coming from Pennsylvania, that's a far away happy birthday. But let's see. Run with a heavy pack. Drop weight quick and toughens you up. Yeah, well, that's another big thing, is the fact that I do have a lot of weight already on me. That's been a big thing for me, where running every day was hurting my knees, because I'm in the hefty boy club. So running every day, hurting my knees. I want to make sure I still have cartilage left in my knees by the time I'm 50 years old. I don't want to be bound to a wheelchair by then. So that's something. I got a bicycle for that specific reason, is I want to take some pressure off my joints, because I want to still work out as much as I can, but I definitely need to do different exercises that work different muscles and also don't kill my knees. So yeah, excuse me. I'm still getting over the, I really just don't look great, do I? Guessing it's from hacking up all this mucus, but hey, I guess I just have a face for radio right now. Maybe I'll do like a just a verbal podcast, even though my voice sort of sounds like crap right now too. So, let's see, what else do I have on my list? What do I have on my list? Don't really want to talk about current events. It's not really something that I go over. But I will talk about the weather. We'll talk about the weather. Rock it out. Yeah, you know, as much as I would like to throw on a heavy pack and go hiking up in the Appalachian Mountains or something, it's just not really good for my knees. And that's one thing I've learned is the older I get, the more I realize being younger, I was being dumb, and I'm trying to do my best to preserve what I do have left. Burn calories, shadow kickboxing, weightlifting, going to the gym later. Yeah, and honestly, I lose a lot of weight. That's how I lose most of my weight, is going to the gym and weightlifting. But I've noticed that it wasn't really, I was gaining muscle. That's my biggest problem. I've always been the kind of person where I do burn fat at first, but then I start to gain all the muscle and I don't actually lose weight. And right now, I'm just trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to lose weight so I can have less weight on my joints so I can go running and not have it hurt my knees. Swimming is a great all muscle group worked and save the joints. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. If I had a pool or I had a place to swim, I would definitely be swimming almost every day because you hit it right on the head. It really is a great full body workout, and it's great for your joints, and it's just fun too. Post a couple of videos from a job I'm on. Watching those young firefighters train brings back memories. Yeah. Just don't stop, your bottle will catch up. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I do have to stop because the whole rest day thing. When I was younger, I could just continue through every single day, and my body had enough time to recover in the time from when I stopped to the next morning. But now my body is saying, no, you definitely need to take a rest day here or there so my body can actually adjust. Start getting an e-bike. This will let me build up stamina. Yeah. Those ridiculous 80-year-old bodybuilders. Yeah. Yo, I'll tell you what, I've seen some of them, and kudos to them. Like, they're looking ripped. They're looking better than most of the 20, 30-year-olds nowadays. I mean, I don't have the best body in the world. I'm shaped like a freaking potato. But, you know, most of the people out there, kids my age, 30, people my age, you know, they're more into their phones and playing video games, and I'm out enjoying nature. So, you know, that right there, they might physically look okay, but mentally, are they? That's awesome. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish up this Gatorade here, and I'm gonna switch to my non-Gatorade drink. I definitely think I need to loosen up a little bit because I have been very high strung lately. I haven't been making very many videos. That's why I want to do the IFAC. I also thought of, like I always said from the very beginning, I actually lost some viewers over this when I first started out. I said that I will never show all of my preps. You're not going to see, like, if I were to have a bunker, I'm not going to be posting that on here. And if I did, I'm not going to show people where. You know, I try not to give up too much OPSEC while still teaching. But I thought of doing videos where I do have a large amount of my supplies and essentially my, how do I put this? I might try to do videos in the area that I feel the most secure. Like, not a fallout shelter. We'll see. We'll see. I still got to weigh it. I also got to see if I even have internet in the place that I'd like to do these videos, so we'll see. 40 plus hours at work sometimes with my get home bag on and work for myself on weekends. No rest for the wicked. I work out facing away from the mirror. All of the sissy boys are staring at themselves and flexing in front of the mirror. Well, you know what? I actually like working out in front of a mirror for the simple fact that I'm 6'3" and I'm goofy, and I need to watch my form. If I'm not watching my form or focusing on it, I'm probably bending in a way that's gonna hurt myself. So I actually do use the mirror quite a bit, as I'm not there with a phone recording it or anything like that by any means, but I definitely do use the mirror. I'll admit that. I mean, I'm definitely not looking at myself for any, vain reasons. I'm not anything to look at. Teach us how to save lives. How to save lives. Well, one of the best ways that I can tell people to save lives is, it's not even a medical tool. It's not something you can buy. It's not something that you can go out and necessarily just learn. I would honestly say the best thing that you can do to save lives is simply listen to people. I'm not talking about the physical injuries. I'm talking about the mental ones. A lot of times, I have saved people's lives just by listening to people. Because the physical wounds, either they're going to make it or they're not, a lot of the time. Whereas the mental wounds, those are a lot trickier. Papa's Farm, hey, what's up? So yeah, that's something, if that's one thing that I could teach anybody, whether it's, an EMT, firefighter, just a regular Joe Schmo, it's going to be just to listen to people. That is honestly the best way to save lives in the world, is to listen and understand people. Because, yeah, a lot of physical wounds can be dealt with. You can plug a hole, you can stop the bleed. It's really not that hard. It's listening to people and understanding their traumas. That's where it's tricky. That's where it's hard. I'm sure Prepping with Sarge would completely agree with me. It's one of those things where mental health is no joke. I've seen the most put together people fall apart. And I've seen, men that are bigger than me weep, over stress or losing someone or something. So that's my biggest way to tell people to be able to save lives is help people, by listening. And it's so easy to do, and nobody does it. I really wish that more people out there could understand that. That's really it. Make sure that you listen. And also with that, honestly, that does correlate into the physical part of it as well. Because honestly, one of the first things as an EMT, you ask somebody who's conscious is, what's going on? And they'll tell you. As long as they're conscious and they're alert, they should be able to say, oh, my back hurts, or, oh, I was shrinking and I fell down and hit my head, or, oh, I just had this pain in my chest and, it's really starting to hurt down here. They do most of the job for you. Most of it is just, as an EMT, it's mostly listening. And, it's crazy. Like, I thought it was a joke, but really being an EMT, you say to them, like, what's wrong? Oh, I've had 10 heart attacks and this feels just like that. Well, it's probably a heart attack, honestly. So I have a nursing and psychology degree. The wounds are unseen. Yes, that's true. People suffer a long time without help. Yeah. Last Friday I updated my basic first aid and CPR certification. Awesome. That's fantastic. Absolutely. Make sure that you are keeping up to date with that stuff. It really is simple as just asking people like, hey, what's going on? That phrase right there can really save somebody, whether it's physical or mental. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Text your friends every once in a while. Even if you got to set a reminder on your phone to text them, every week at a certain time, go ahead and do it. Because one big thing with my generation, millennials, I'm a millennial. Um, First of all, I've noticed there's not a whole lot of preparedness people on here on this platform that are in my age bracket in their 30s, early 30s, or I don't think I've really seen very many that are in their 20s either. I don't think I've seen any that are in their 20s. But yeah, so if you have problems keeping up to date with people, put it in your calendar, write it in your calendar. Hey, text so and so this day. We're trying to hang out with them, even if every other week you're texting them and say, hey, you want to hang out? That right there, or sending them a meme, whatever it is, that really can help out a lot. Because my generation, millennials, we're very bad at keeping in touch with each other. We're so used to instant communication that if you don't text somebody back right away, they're going to be like, what's wrong with them? And they might be going through something, or they might be at work. And that's always been one of my biggest issues is I have a weird schedule. So trying to meet up with my friends and trying to, get out to social gatherings, like, it doesn't really happen a lot for me. So luckily me and my wife are best friends. So really that, being with her is like being with my best friend. It helps me recharge. So, Gatorade's done. I hydrated. Now it's time for something else. I guess Rex liked the sound of that, don't you? Yeah. What a good boy. So KP, basic first aid and CPR. So, have you ever thought of getting your first responder certification? I know here in Pennsylvania, that's what we call it. I don't know if they call it different stuff in different places. But if you can, Rex, don't do that, buddy. I know. I would definitely suggest always try to go to the next level up higher, because you'll be able to do certain things and you'll learn certain things that will really help. Like, I feel like EMT truly is the epitome of like keeping somebody that without surgery will make it for the most part. An EMT can keep them stable, then they're gonna make it. Whereas with like a paramedic, you need to have meds. You need to be able to figure out, you do stuff inside the human body, which is different than as an EMT. You're actually not supposed to go into the human body. So like they do tourniquets, they do nasal, well, technically that's in the body, but not the same way because it's an orifice. But but yeah, so it's one of those things where you definitely learn a lot of good stuff. I know how to drop an airway. I can basically keep somebody going until they run out of life juice or their airway closes up or whatever. So, it's one of those things where you definitely want to, if you can learn this stuff, at least enough to know what you're doing. Like me, I don't have my certification anymore, but if I had a family member who was having a possible life-ending issue, I would say screw the rules and I would do my very best to help them out under any circumstances. Whether, I get fined or whatever they want to do, I'd just be like, well, I saved the person's life or I did my very best to do so. Right, Rex? You stink, buddy. They like that fish. They like to eat fish in their food, and it's nasty smelling. Good woman is priceless. I couldn't agree more. I definitely my wife is worth every penny because, you know, my last name. So, or my old channel name, Penny Preparedness, or Penny Prepper. Back up, buddy. Okay, that's enough. You're too hairy. Yeah, you're getting my pants all hairy, bud. So, back up. Yes, I know. Big stretch. Back up. Let's see. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back. Good boy. See, you do listen. He has these huge ears, but they're not for listening. They're for petting, apparently. Right? No, but no. Back up. Back up. So, let's see what else we got. I really don't want to talk about current events, but I'm sort of running out of stuff to talk about. I know here in Pennsylvania it's going to be rifle season real soon for deer, so hopefully this year I get to go hunting for the first time. Last year I had laryngitis. This year around the same time I got whatever I got going on now, but you know, this isn't laryngitis. I can still talk and I can still breathe. The laryngitis, I couldn't even talk above a whisper, which was really awful because I'm a dispatcher and that's not a good combination. So, let's see. What else do we got? I just went through a booklet that had a ton of information in it. So I pretty much looked over my own life with a fine-tuned comb the other week. And I'll tell you what, I had to contact all my old high school teachers, my college professors for references. Nothing's more awkward than asking some of your friends for their full date of birth, their address, their occupation, and stuff like that. It's a little awkward to say the least. But you know what? If I didn't do it, the person that was calling the references would. So, I guess it's better that I asked. So, let's see. Yeah, with that, another great thing about that is now first of all, I reconnected with some people that I haven't talked to in a month or so. But on top of that, it's good to know because now I know all my friends' birthdays and I can put that in my calendar and celebrate their birthday this year. But also I know how old they are, and if something were to happen and I need to meet up with them, like let's say there is a grid down incident, I can go to them and help them if I need to. So, you know, not that I plan on doing that to any of my friends who are watching this. I don't plan on showing up at your house if my power goes out. Just wanted to let you know that was, looking back, it was kind of nice. Opening day tomorrow morning. I will be in the woods filming and hunting with my rifle. Awesome. Well, let me know how that goes tomorrow. Well, I guess I'm going to watch your video tomorrow because I'm going to see Prepper. And I guess I'll see how it goes. So, happy hunting tomorrow. Hopefully you get something. I know that you already got at least one from the videos. Well, actually, no. You got two. One was with your 8-cylinder SUV. So, I know your SUV isn't doing too hot from that. But, you know, at least it protected you, which is the important part. I've seen times when people either swerved or they had the deer go through the windshield and hurt them. So, you know, you can at least be grateful for that, even if it did mess up your car. So, yeah, I definitely plan on going hunting this year. What I really need to do is get with somebody who knows what they're doing and having them show me how to gut the deer after, if I even get one. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna see a deer and completely either freeze up or miss, just because you know, I'm an animal lover, and I always say to my wife that our one dog looks just like a deer with her markings, and I'm always like, I don't know if I could actually pull the trigger, but I guess we'll see. You know, because honestly, the only person in this house is, well, okay, I'm gonna eat the deer meat, the dogs are gonna eat the deer meat, and then whoever in my friends and family wants it, they're gonna get deer meat. So we'll see what happens with all that. But yeah, I know there's not a whole lot of people left in the chat right now. It's only 3. So, just going to talk about what my plans are for 2024 as far as the channel. I am in the works right now of making up stickers. So, if any of you guys would, any of my 3 people that are on right now, I'm guessing it's probably XMYC, it's probably KP, and probably Papa's Farm. So, if you guys want a sticker, go ahead, comment, and I'll try to do my best to get you a sticker when I actually make them. So it'll basically just be my logo. I'm just trying to do my very best to figure out. Mad Shad loves stickers. Well, I guess he'll get one too. Okay, F Pier's here too. So let's see. That makes 3. Okay, so you got 3 total. One with the SUV. All right, so F Pier, XMYC, and KP. I'm gonna make sure once I make them, I'll try to hook all 3 of you up with a sticker. I'm looking at making about 100 stickers. So we'll see. Oh, there I am. So we'll see. We'll see about it. Let's see. I got a 5-pointer and an 8-pointer with your bow. Okay, awesome. Enjoying God's creation, crafting, and singing. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. I just enjoying God's creation, crafting, and singing just reminded me that the group that I met up with the other month, I'm gonna be doing my best to. Well, I am doing my best as. Hey, old mud, how's it going? I think this is the first time I've had you stop by in one of my lives. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I definitely am excited to hopefully be meeting with that group again. It's just a matter of seeing when they're gonna all get a chance to meet up. I know so far the plan is sometime in December, and I actually sent some of them. I sent the one main contact I have an itinerary to actually have a planned meeting as far as like times and a way to set up the meeting. Also, I was giving them a lot of ideas as far as places to go, because as you might know, having a preparedness group meeting in a public place is a little hard because you don't want all these people to hear and be giving you guys weird looks and stuff like that. So I definitely, I definitely will be getting back to you all on how that goes. But I'm looking for early December for that. I haven't heard anything back just yet. But once I do, I'm going to be trying to throw a shout out on here. So if anybody in here is in, let's see, South Central Pennsylvania, go ahead, let me know. It's a cool logo. Send me. I'll send you a sticker, XMYC Prepper. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to meet up with that group again. When I do, I'm going to talk to them about, well, they want me to actually host a educational seminar on some medical stuff because being an EMT, they want me to go over some stuff. I definitely, I don't know, because I can't really teach people the things that I know because I'm not certified and I'm not a certified instructor, but I can definitely tell them what my experience has been so they can, so they can know what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that when it comes up. Cedars? F here. Not sure I know Cedars. You mean Reading or? But yeah, yeah. When that comes up, make sure you guys are checking out my channel. Oh, Swatera. Okay, well, there's 2 Swateras that I know of. There is Swatera in Dauphin County, And then there's Soterra in Lebanon County, which is weird because they're counties that are not too far away. They literally border each other. So, or do you mean this Soterra, like the Soterra by the Harrisburg Mall? Because that's actually where I just did the 5K the other week. But yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely shoot me a message. Swatera, in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. There is Swatera Township, and that is, let me see, just south of Union Township, off of 72. Okay, so you are Harrisburg. Okay, so you're in the other Swatera, which is Harrisburg. That's with the Harrisburg Mall and the Capitol Diner right off of 83. So yeah, that's awesome. Well, you're not too far from me, actually. I'm not too far from Swatera Township. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on my channel because sometime in early December, I'm going to be going over, hopefully, this other group. They had a meeting once in my home county of Lebanon County, and hopefully they will be, it's pretty far in so many places with Swatera in the name. It's very true. But yeah, once they figure out, I know some of the people that were organizing that group sort of had some issues come up lately, so I'm not sure if they're going to make the December meeting that they talked about. Be awesome if they did. Hopefully I can make it. If not, I hope to at least be able to give my input and help that group grow. Yeah, definitely. Even if you want to email me, my email should be in my channel about me page. It should be the Penny Prepper one. Just go ahead and email that because I still have the Penny Prepper email address just because I didn't want to create a new one just for switching. But yeah, last time that we all met, it was like a homesteader more group. There were some people that had some herbal medicine knowledge, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely when you see that come up, let me know. I also have a Facebook group that is for South Central Pennsylvania preppers. So if you type in South Central Pennsylvania preppers, that in groups that should pop up on Facebook. Well, dude, I'm looking to meet up with a local group. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Honestly, for my first time meeting a preparedness group, it's not what I expected at all. My first thought was, I'm gonna show up, and these people are gonna shake me down, and they're gonna take me into a secret clubhouse, and this and that, which that would have been cool and all, but at the same time, not really, because I like to be in control of my surroundings. So, but what it really ended up being was three ladies had met together. They are doing like a homesteading type of herbal medicine. Like they just got together and they saw times were getting a little funky, so they decided to make this group with each other. Luckily, they got the awkward social meeting part. They dealt with that themselves, and then they had a public meeting, which is actually where I met one of the other people on here, enjoying God's creation, crafting, and singing. That's how we met, and it was actually pretty neat. I got a bunch of seeds from them, planted my plants that they gave me, and they couldn't have been more giving. That's all right. I'll see you next time, hopefully in December there. With herbals, I think it will fill the gaps. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's the great thing about having groups and talking with all these people is, like me, I don't really know a whole lot of herbal medicine. But you know what? What I don't know in herbal medicine, I pick up in me being younger, being able to work, being able to build stuff, knowing a little bit of engineering, having medical background, and also being security minded, and also having been a first responder. So I bring a lot of different things to the table. And other people, they might know more about preserving food or, um, education, stuff like that. So things that you might need to sustain a society, whereas I know how to keep it from collapsing. Those would be the people that would be building the society back up compared to me, where I'd just be out there doing patrols and stuff, making sure, somebody gets hurt or injured. I'm like, I'll help you out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And having that basket of different knowledge is really key, which is why I'm hoping that they are able to get their stuff all squared away and I can meet up with them. And when we do, I'll make sure I let you know. And if they don't get a chance, I'll try to use their contacts to bring those people into the stuff that I have going on. And I'll tell you what, if those three ladies could get a group of 10 people together, then I don't see why I shouldn't be able to, knowing what I know about social media, having almost 200-ish followers. That definitely, I really should step up my game because I have the ability, I have the will, and I have the knowledge. So I definitely should be trying to reach out a little bit more and try to connect with people because, yeah, I don't like to say that I am a leader, but at the same time, I always fill in when there is not a leader present. Oh, okay. Hey, it's your other channel, Living for Jesus. Awesome. Yeah, that's one thing I always say. Like, I'm not a leader by any means, but without a strong leader or if somebody is not leading well, I will definitely step up and take the role until there's somebody better. And the reason for that is I don't feel like I am above anybody by any means. I'm equal with everybody because some people might have better knowledge in things that I don't. So that's always been my philosophy is I will step in till there's a better person to lead. But yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with empathy. I've been raised to always be empathetic to people, and I'm also always trying to do better to, how do I put it? I don't like to lead. I like to guide. I like to guide people, and that's being equals with them and showing them from a perspective of equality, whereas leading has almost like an entitlement attached to it where you are a little bit superior, where you are the designated leader and people look up to you. So that's always how I see it. I don't really like that title stuff, sort of like this channel. I'm guiding people. There's no way I'm by any means leading people to do anything. I'm not. I'm giving people my experience and educating them on my experience so you can learn how to maybe do things yourself or how to take classes yourself. Knowledge is power and power should be shared. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, exactly. Also, with that, with power comes responsibility, and sort of like me, I'm a young, fit male who, I have a working lawnmower, and some of my neighbors have health issues or they're older. I mow all my neighbors' yards, and I see that as I have the power, and now I have to take the responsibility of being able to assist my neighbors and my fellow man. But yeah, so let me see. I think we've been going for over an hour, and I just realized I'm at 190 subscribers. Yeah, so I'm only 10 away from hitting my 200 mark that I said I want to hit by January 1st. So I'm really actually excited about that. If anybody on here, all 5 of you have not subscribed, any of you that haven't, please go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm only 10 away. I'm really excited. Because I was planning that if I do hit 200, I was going to do some sort of a giveaway or something like that. I don't really have anything to give away at this point. I definitely, survival started out with 10 preppers at a weekend training camp out, mostly friends. Now 60 show up. That's awesome. Yeah, and honestly, the county that I grew up in is more in line with, how do I put it, survivalism, being prepared in general. People that, uh, do farm, that are a little bit more willing to push the envelope and question things. So, that's one of those things where I didn't realize it until I moved to the state capital. But, I'm really grateful for the upbringing I had. I always say that I don't know if this will give me, I'm not monetized, but I don't know if it'll give me a strike or whatever. But growing up, I got the belt, like if I was, PA has been surviving a long time. Yeah, for sure. I got the belt, when I messed around, I got the belt a couple times on the cheeks. And I feel like that has made me a greatly better person because I learned actions and consequences. Hereby read the lost years. Oh, speaking of, hey Patricia, how's it going? Yeah, I have not read that. Uh, you know what? Oh, I'm using my phone to do this, so I can't write it down. Uh, well, you know what? I'll make sure that I try to put that on my Amazon list. I was actually looking for a new book. I just got done. I just got 1984, the book. So I'm still trying to get through that, but it's a little hard to find time. But yeah, so wow, I'm surprised. I got like 7 people on here still so far. Normally after the hour mark, I thought somebody else might have had something going on, but I guess not. But yeah, let's see if I can leave you all with any. I think we're well over an hour. Hi Rex. We're well over an hour here, and I know Patricia just showed up. I don't want to scoot out when you just got here, but I know my voice is definitely starting to take a toll, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about because I've been gabbing for almost an hour straight. So if there's anything anybody else would like to talk about, I'll still go for a couple minutes longer. But if there's anything anybody wants to talk about or any questions, I'm going to start making content again coming up. I ordered some of the stuff to build my IFAC. So once I get all this stuff together and have it put into the case the way I want it, I will do a video on it. I'll show you all what I have in my IFAC. And that's another big thing. My IFAC is going to be different than most of your IFACs unless you're an EMT, firefighter, police officer, military, or have some medical training like FP, you're a nurse. So your IFAC may be more in depth than mine. But yeah, I'll definitely do a video. I'll show you all why I have what I have in mind. I'll show you guys some stuff that you can put in an IFAC that might be a little bit more along with your skill set, and stuff that will be more basically. I'm not gonna tell you all to put a oral airway in your IFAC if you don't know how to use it. Same with, I'm trying to think, vent chest seals. What is the point of having them if you don't know what you're doing with them? So, thank you. Yeah, I'm still hacking up all the mucus that's in my lungs. You see what you take to the range. You have a range IFAC, I'm guessing? Separate bag for injuries. That's awesome. Yeah, honestly, that's something that I would really like to do. Right now, I have a backpack in my car that has a control the bleed pack and some stuff like that. But I don't have anything that I would actually take into the range with me. But that's something I thought about. I've been taking some people to the range to teach them how to shoot. And that was one of my thoughts was, man, what am I going to do if they have a negligent discharge or Maybe say somebody else at the range does. You know, what am I going to do if somebody puts a hole in their leg? Am I going to run all the way? Am I going to run all the way out from the range, put my possibly loaded firearm down, and run out there, or am I gonna, am I gonna have the stuff right there? Black Friday sales coming up. Yeah, it's true. Hot sauce. I'll tell you what, KP, hot sauce is highly underrated for survival situations. I mean, nothing's better that, and I don't want to say salt because honestly, a lot of the food has so many preservatives that adding more salt sort of it's too much. But hot sauce definitely underrated. Need to have some hot sauce in your preps. I think I have like a 1 gallon thing of Frank's Hot down in my stuff. But yeah, the Black Friday deals, I didn't really think about it, but yeah, I saw the Rhino Rescue IFAKs, and I know that people are saying, about not getting them because they don't have the certification with them. But you know what? I've seen quite a few reviews on their tourniquets, and honestly, if you just supplement the tourniquet, maybe use it for training, and then buy an actual cat tourniquet. A lot of the equipment is exactly the same, for the most part. I think that they have a pack that's $109, and when I priced everything out myself, I think I came out to all the same stuff. I think it was about $140, and that was on a military surplus website, and I mean that included the pouch, like a military grade pouch, but for all that, it's not bad. I guess that's why you do your own canning so you know what's in it. Yeah. But maybe you need the food to be more compact than jars. Well, also, yeah, with jars, another thing you have to worry about is if you're transporting them or leaving them in your car, the temperature and also rattling around, stuff like that. So, let me read this. Learning to take people, start buying what they understand how to use. Yes. Yeah, and honestly, one of the some of the biggest things that you can learn about emergency first aid is going to be the ABCs. It's making sure that the person has an airway. So if they have vomit in their mouth or they have an obstruction, get that out of there, which is something that you can do with CPR. If they end up passing out, or like if they have they're choking, you do the Heimlich maneuver till they pass out, and they're down on the ground, and you just start CPR. So that's the airway, getting them into that position, tilt the head back. Breathing, same thing, but that's more about the compressions, making sure that they're getting air into their lungs, and then lastly, it's circulation, making sure that they have blood flowing, which something that you can get done by pumping on the chest. That's getting the blood flowing, and you have to continuously do it. I know a lot of people say that they're focused more on just the compressions, but yeah, let's see. Medical equipment, they don't understand how to use. It gives them a false sense of security. Exactly. Yeah, that's, they might have a tourniquet, but if you don't practice with a tourniquet, I think that what did they do? They did a study, and they found that a lot of people can't get the tourniquet on in time. You have about 30 seconds from the time that you start an arterial bleed to getting that tourniquet on and secured enough to stop the blood flow, and that's before you pass out. So you only have about 30 seconds to get your tourniquet out. If you're wearing a jacket, let's say, and you get hit in the arm, you got 30 seconds to get the jacket off, get the tourniquet out, put the tourniquet on, put it on properly, cinch it tight. You got 30 seconds. And you know how hard that's going to be when you might have an active threat going on, or you're panicking and you've you open it up and it's just spaghetti noodles. What are you going to do? Well, you only got about 20 seconds left. Happy birthday to you, Patricia. Do you can soups and make meals FPR? Yeah, okay, I think my voice is starting to give out here. So I'm going to let you two have your conversation quick before I get out of here. But yeah, let me see, when is Thanksgiving? It's coming up real soon. I unfortunately work, so it's not like I'm going to be doing anything too crazy special. Okay, so yeah, it's a little less than a week away. Thursday, yeah. So I'm going to say this before I go because I don't think I'll do another live by the time Thanksgiving comes and goes. I might try to do another one Sunday, maybe. We'll see. This one went pretty well, but before everybody gets out of here, make sure that you guys hit the like button on your way out. If you'd like me to send you guys a sticker once I get them made, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you are local, FPeer, go ahead, send me an email in my About section there. I saw Old Mutt actually liked my Facebook page for Pennsylvania Preparedness. You can go ahead, look me up on Facebook in groups, Pennsylvania Preparedness. There should also be a link for the South Central Pennsylvania Prepper channel on Facebook. That's a group, and I'll be posting a lot of stuff. Awesome. I'll be doing a lot of stuff as far as connecting with people on there. I'm going to try to do more lives, going to try to do more short form videos. I'm going to try to do some longer form videos where I just have a bunch of topics, just throw it out there, almost like doing a live, but, just talking because, seems like people like the lives. Patricia, she is in Dauphin County here with me. She is in Swatara Township, which is, somewhere I just recently was. But, excuse me. So also, I don't think everybody was in here when I started talking about it. If you get a lower respiratory infection coming up here, make sure that you are taking antibiotics. That's what I got hit with. I took some antibiotics. Everybody else that got it took antibiotics. It knocks it out, but I'll tell you what, it lingers. I know some people that have had it linger for about a month or so. So make sure that you're getting those antibiotics early. I'm always the type that I just power through whatever sickness I get. This was not one of those times. I had to rely on some of my stocks and get this stuff kicked out of here. But yeah. How do you use your Mullen? That's very good for lung issues. Mullen. I'm guessing that's a plant. On cheap sauce at Walmart. Well, what kind of sauce? Like Walmart brand? What is it called? Hank's hot sauce? Let's see. I thought someone gave you a mullen plant. Yeah, I think somebody. Well, yeah, I just planted them, so I don't know. I don't know how much of it I can take without making, because it's so cold out. I don't want to cut it and have it get bad or anything. Plus, the dogs keep trampling all my stuff. Bad enough I had to put a fence around my garden. Chickweed tincture. So I go to for congestion, head or chest. Off the chickweed. Okay, keep that in mind. Am I thinking about this wrong? I thought you went to a group and they gave you a mullen plant. I'm not sure if it was mullen. I honestly can't remember. The one sounded like concrete. I keep saying that. Coffrey. If that's right, Coffrey. Sounds right to me. I don't know. But Comfrey. Okay, with an M. Okay. I was close. I got closer that time. Last time I called it concrete plant. So Comfrey. I got a lot closer that time. Comfrey. So I just changed the M to an N. Like a dummy, I am. But yeah, I actually had some antibiotics. Which antibiotics did you take? I took some stuff I had. We'll just say you can give it to fish. Fish can take the same thing. So, but yeah, that's what I took, and it did the trick, honestly. But the problem is, let me know if you'd like some. Well, honestly, I'm at the point now where it's coming out. I'm hacking it all up. I might not look it. Trust me, I'm not looking too amazing. I can actually feel the sweat dripping down. I think that's because I switched from Gatorade to something else. And no, for the most part, I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it out of my system. We have been drinking elderberry and honey tea. Yeah, I don't have any tea left. I actually had some, but it was really expired. But I do have the honey at least. Our group had dried mullein and live comfrey plants to share. Yeah, and I planted both. I planted both of the plants you guys gave me. Dose vitamin C and garlic for natural antibiotics. Yeah, I just had some that it wasn't expired. It was coming up on the expiration, and I wanted to use it before it hit its expiration because I only really get sick one time a year, and it's right around this time. It's the beginning of October, late October-ish. But yeah, elderberry, yes. Basically, I took the antibiotics and it did the trick. The problem is that everybody else who has been taking antibiotics, it just sticks around. It's just my body's getting rid of whatever I had, and it's just going to be a little while till I get everything out. I'm still coughing it up. I've been taking Mucinex, and it's really doing the trick. Ampicillin. No, it was not. I'm guessing you mean amoxicillin? Still gather rose hips. Does it matter what kind of rose plant? But if you mean amoxicillin, then you might be on the right track. Matter what rose hips. Okay. But yeah, no, for the most part, I'm almost kicked it. I'm just waiting for everything to come up. Honestly, before I took the medication that I took, I thought I was done with it. But, I should really do the video I planned on doing where, I would exhale and you could hear the mucus bubbling in my lungs. Like, it sounded really bad. It was crackling, and it was very noticeable. Even just like I wouldn't be able to talk like this right now. And I did my pulse ox. What did I hit? I know after I was coughing for a while, the one time it hit 92, but I'm guessing it's because I didn't have it on right. Because after I had it on there for a second, it went up to 97. So I'm guessing it just wasn't a good read at first, because at 92 I probably wouldn't have been doing too great. But yeah, Patricia, if you were saying it's amoxicillin, you might be right. Don't do FB. Seat saved yet. But yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's really it. I'm on 89 minutes so far. I'm sure most of you guys don't want to hear me talk that long. If you do, I appreciate it. I got 6 other people in here right now, so you know what? I'm going to stay on until that number drops down to 3. Since I have the most people I've had so far, if any of you would like a Pennsylvania Preparedness sticker, once I get them made up, please drop a comment down there. Let me know you'd like one, and I will do my very best to get you one. If you're somebody that I'm going to be meeting up with, I won't spend the money on the stamps to send them to you. I'll just get them to you when I see you next time. Hopefully that'll be sometime here soon. But yeah, since I have some of you here, I might as well ask. If I do cut, I planted those plants before it frosted for the first time. So if I do cut some of the stuff off of those plants, will those plants go bad out there, now that it is wintertime? If so, let me know. But yeah, if anybody in here would like a sticker that says Pennsylvania Preparedness, let me know. It'll be the picture of Pennsylvania in the background with the Keystone on it and my Keystone logo. So far I know F Pier said that they wanted one. $25 off this month. 5 different antibiotics. Yes, I am aware of Jace Medical and $25 off this month. Yeah, I'm aware of it, but I know that they are expensive. So that's my thing. I had the antibiotics. I had the prescription grade antibiotics for people. They were for people. I still had some left. All right, Patricia, you're going to get one for sure. Well, you and the other musketeers are definitely going to get one. Sometimes we get cold. Mulch, leaves, or straw. Okay, yeah. Well, what I thought of doing was, I have 5-gallon buckets. I thought if I cut it, I don't know how long would I have to cover them for. I thought of covering them with a 5-gallon bucket, something like that. I mean, I have tarps, but I'm not going to put a huge tarp out for one little plant, and I don't think it's going to spread until till springtime. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's see. Who do I owe stickers to so far? F Pier for sure. Patricia. I know XNYC said he wanted one. Thank you very much, XNYC Prepper, for letting everybody know to hit that like button. I appreciate that. Also, if you guys want a sticker, please drop a comment. I think I'm up to about 5 people that are getting stickers so far. I don't have a really huge following, so it's really hard to kill. You can cut leaves and dry them. Okay. Leaves are coming through the frost period. Oh. I guess I probably should have covered it beforehand. Well, I mean, they're probably not Rex proof. So, which is my dog. So he probably trampled it. So we'll see. I got to take a look out there anyways. See how it's doing. I personally don't cover mine, and they come back fine. Talking about the lamb's ear, comfrey. I don't know which plants you got. Yeah, I got the comfrey and the lamb's ear. For the longest time, I confused lamb's ear with just about everything. I don't know why. I think every time I saw a plant, I was like, "Oh, is that lamb's ear?" And people would be like, "No, that's not. No, that's not lamb's ear." It's just like, I don't know why I think that. Nolan, it's hard to kill. It's pretty hardy. Good. Well, I like plants that are hard to kill because I don't have a green thumb. German Shepherd's in heat. She's driving my beagle crazy. Oh, yeah. Well, big Rexy boy over here. He doesn't have the ability to do any female dogs any good anymore. He came to us without any tennis balls. But honestly, if I could go back, I love Rex, but I love female dogs. I feel like male dogs just don't listen. They're driven by one thing, sort of like regular guys. But well, that's good to know that lamb's ear is hardy as well, because I'm pretty sure Rex stomped all over it the other day. But all right, I'm at 94 minutes here. I definitely did not expect this many people to be on near the end here. I'm guessing nothing else is going on YouTube. So I'm going to give it about 5 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. That'll be 100 minutes. That'll be one of the longest lives I've done so far. So I guess we'll say, to celebrate 100 minutes, be giving out some stickers to those people that said that they want them. I'll make sure that if I get them in time, I get them to the group if and when we have our next meetup. Yeah, Patricia, go ahead. Please send me an email and just let me know what's going on with everything. And stay safe out there. Hopefully everything is going good. And see you next time. But yeah, we're winding down here. Got about 5 minutes left. I have mullen, goldenrod, chicory. Yeah, I remember hearing people say about a goldenrod. Well, FP, I'll tell you what. Once I get mine to take, I can try to give you some of my mullion. Wait, what do I got? Comfrey. Yeah, that's what you need, comfrey. So I'll give you some comfrey once it takes. Chicory. Yeah, I don't have any of that cool stuff, but yeah. Let's see. Got about 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. Anybody has anything before we head out of here? I'm gonna start to close by telling y'all that I appreciate everybody stopping by. If you guys want me to do another live on Sunday, I might try to do one. Make sure that you shoot me an email if you want to talk about stuff. I can definitely do that. Mints. My neighbor has mints that I mow their yard, and I'm definitely going to be tactically procuring some this upcoming summer, sort of like how I was yanking out all of her spring onion from her yard. She thought it was weeds, so I obliged and was weeding for her. But yeah, actually, you know what? I wonder what this stuff is. What's this? Kentucky something. I didn't even get a chance to do this stuff. Trail of something. What's this? I don't know what this thing is. This thing looks interesting. It's like dried seed pods. Well, I'm going to figure that out. I'm probably going to plant that when it's actually warmer out because it's a little too cold for me. I hate the cold. Keep your heads up on a swivel. Stay away from the big city. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be going in the... As beautiful as New York City is, I love New York City in the wintertime. I think that nothing is more beautiful than the lights and, you know, the sounds even of New York City. But you know what? It's just not a safe place, especially without being able to take my favorite Mousecatool that can keep me safe. But let's see. Yeah, we're winding down. I got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. So if anybody has anything, let me know. I have an idea for a Christmas style series coming up. So stay tuned for that. I plan on getting more content out. Almost every day for a while I was putting out videos of me exercising. I don't really know how much people cared about all that, but you know, physical fitness is a huge part of preparedness. So make sure that if you can, even if it's something small, make sure that you're going out there, getting a WALK in, or playing with the grandkids, whatever it might be. Just get out there, get a little bit of physical fitness in, go on the treadmill, whatever you can do. And you know, make sure that you are taking your safety tools with you everywhere you go. Just like XNYC Prepper said, whether that's a cane or OC spray or it is a wireless hole puncher. Make sure that you are being safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel or a swell bell. And let me see, we got less than a minute. So if anybody has anything else, make sure that you guys message me. Check out my Facebook, my Pennsylvania Preparedness Facebook, and also my South Central Pennsylvania Preparedness Prepper. South Central Prepper group, especially if you live in South Central Pennsylvania. I'm going to try to XNYC Prepper before I go, if you're still here. I'm gonna shoot you an email. I'm gonna ask you. I got some questions I want to shoot to you about, because I know that you actually have your own preparedness group. Yeah, I know that you have your own group that you put out about meeting up with stuff like that. So I got some questions I'd like to shoot out about that, and I'd like to sort of ask you, because I would really like to. What I'd really like to do is have groups from all up and down, at least the northeast to start. I'd like to have groups connect and be able to talk to each other and basically form a network of preparedness. My alternative power, what's that? I can't see that. Solar or gas. My alternative is gas at this point. Yes, prepare to stay ready for whatever, always. I mean, I would like to get a. I would love to get a generator. Let me see. What is it? Not a generator. A solar generator. What is it called? Not an alternator. Inverter. Words can be hard sometimes. I would love to get an inverter, so then I can get solar panels, and then I'd like to get some batteries, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? They're expensive. So right now I'm sticking with the cheaper and, you know, dumber alternative. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, XNYC Prepper, I'm going to send you an email. FPeer, shoot me an email, and we'll talk more about that other stuff. And then also I have the people that I said I would get stickers out to. Once I am able to get them printed out, I'm sure I'll make them. I'm sure I'll do some sort of video when I get them, because I'll probably slap one on my coffee mug and stuff like that. And then maybe once I hit 200 subscribers, maybe I'll do a giveaway of stickers, something like that, because I don't need 100 stickers. So, yeah, that's all I have for today. 102 minutes. It's not bad. So, yeah, thank you very much, Old Mutt, for stopping by. Living for Jesus, thank you for stopping by, FP or XNYC Prepper. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think you guys are the core crew that's still in here. Have a safe and joyous Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody gets to meet up with their family. Hopefully everybody stays safe over the holiday. I know for me, this is just basically pre-Christmas. I love Christmas. And probably in the next video, you're going to see a tree in the background. So stay safe, stay prepared, and I will see you all next time. I'm out of here. If I can figure out how to do this.